Hey everybody, yeah, it's a mid Saturday afternoon, another gorgeous day. It's in the mid 80s, which is stellar for this late in September in the Midwest. So enjoying the day while I can, taking a break from some college football. I watched my Iowa Hawkeyes pull another one out of their ass and beat Purdue at Purdue's homecoming. So after trailing 10-0, they scored 34 unanswered points and won 24-10 and showed some dominance. Finally we may have a good team this year. But anyway, today I'm going to do one surprisingly. After buying a sampler pack here a couple weeks ago, surprisingly one I've never reviewed before. I mean, it's everywhere. I mean, this beer is ubiquitous for sure. From Sierra Nevada, I'm going to do their Pale Ale. Gets all kinds of stellar reviews and everything else, and actually never been one of my favorites, but anyway, I'm gonna try to give a good honest review here. So from the website it says the beginning, a classic, our most popular beer. In other words, their flagship beer. And I've actually never been all that impressed with flagship beers. Even my favorite Brewery Boulevard, their flagship beer, their unfiltered wheat, is just not one of my favorites. So anyway, it says Pale Ale began as a home brewer's dream, grew into an icon, and inspired countless brewers to follow a passion of their own. Its unique piney and grapefruit aromas from the use of whole cone American hops have fascinated beer drinkers for decades and made this beer a classic. Yet it remains new, complex, and surprising to thousands of beer drinkers every day. It is, as it always has been, all natural, bottle conditioned, and refreshingly bold. 5.6% ABV, 38 IBUs. It's a decent beer. It's a decent beer for an American Pale Ale. So a little bit of hiss, just a tiny bit of smoke. Yeah, we got somewhat hazy, but mostly clear, orange, coppery color here. Got a 2 fingers, maybe a finger and a half of a slightly off-white head, pretty foamy looking. Mixture of all sizes of bubbles, but really creamy looking on top. Nice, I mean, it's perfect color, perfect everything for a Pale Ale. So let's get a nose on it. Okay, yeah, you're getting those like a sweet citrus aroma up front, a little bit of pine, lots of sweet, lightly roasted malts. Nice smelling beer, nothing too incredible, but a nice smelling, pleasant smelling beer. So let's get a taste on it. Okay, now you're getting those like caramel toasty malts right up front, very sweet, maybe a little bit of honey, some floral notes, maybe a little bit of mint and lemon rind. Not getting nearly as much citrus on the taste as I got on the aroma. Some nice earthy piney hops, kind of kick it up a notch on the back end. It's a little doughy, like I said, toasty, grainy, and those earthy piney hops on the finish. It's a nice, pleasant, nice, well balanced beer between the malts and the hops. There's a mild hop bitterness that and a slightly lightly peppery aftertaste. But the malts, this is neither a malt forward or a hop forward beer. It's a nicely balanced beer. There is some now I'm getting a little more now as it's got a couple more sips, a little bit of lemon and grapefruit in there, and definitely some piney malts and bready malts on the finish. Medium bodied. There's a decent amount of carbonation there. You're getting a slight tingle from the carbonation on your tongue. A dry finish. A pleasant beer. So let me sit. I will add what little I didn't get into the glass to this, and I'll come back in a while with the final thoughts and grade. Okay, I'm back. It's only been 20 minutes or so. This hasn't warmed up a ton. As it's warmed up, I've noticed the hops have come out a little bit more, but and this is a fairly decent example of a American style pale ale. It's not outstanding. It's just it's good. There's nothing bad about it. It's just not great. Personally, I prefer just maybe a little more hop bitterness on a pale ale. You know, not to IPA standards, but a little more bitterness. But it's become a little more hop forward as it's warmed up. But it's still really balanced nicely with a nice grainy, almost grainy malt base. It's a good IPA. There's nothing wrong with it. But for my taste, nothing outstanding either. It's just a good, solid American pale ale. So I'm going to give the Sierra Nevada. Oh, here on the something different on the bottle. It says in 1980 we created a beer highlighting the bold pine and citrus flavor of whole cone Cascade hops. Today our all natural bottle conditioned pale ale is recognized worldwide as a classic. I'm going to give the Sierra Nevada pale ale. It's a good beer. It's not a great beer. I'm going to give it a good solid 8.5 out of 10. Decent drinkable beer. I certainly wouldn't turn one down if it was offered to me, and but I'm not gonna seek it out. I bought other pale ales and IPAs much more often than this. It's been a long time since I've had it until I got this sampler pack, but 8.5 out of 10. Decent drinkable beer. Worth picking up if you like a nice basic American pale ale, but don't expect anything too standard, or too outstanding. So till next time, everybody, cheers. Let's keep drinking good beers.